Good morning, Jake's Garage here. We are back at it on a Sunday. It's cold. I got up this morning, came out here, and because of the situation with air gaps, huge one on this side, and obviously the whole underside is open. It was cold. It was like 48 degrees in here. So I got the little buddy heater going. So this area is okay, and according to the temperature up there, it's up to a balmy 55 degrees. So anyway, where we're at today is not much different than where the last video left off. I did kind of fiddle with some stuff. I pulled the cap and the wires out. I'm starting to look at how I'm gonna lift the engine. I still don't know. I got a hook in this mount up here. And then the other side, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I can't even get back there. There's a stupid bracket right there that I don't know where the other end of that is. I guess there's some bolts into the head maybe, but to try to get a chain back there and bolt to the head might be tough. So I'm thinking about just strapping the collector on the exhaust with some strapping, lift strap, something like that maybe. Or I don't know. That seems kind of sketchy. I'll figure it out. I got the transfer case draining. I got the transfer case skid plate is off. There it is. Pulled that sucker. I put the hood up on the roof because I'm eventually going to need to get an engine and transmission out that door. Yeah, so we're going to do a couple things. My next kind of, not really issue, but I got to get the drive shaft out. Goal for today is to get the transfer case out. I should be able to do that pretty quick. Drive shaft out, transfer case out, get the tranny mount bolts out, get the engine chain hooked up, and if all of that goes well, I really don't know that there's that much keeping me from lifting the engine out. So the other problem with lifting the engine out then is what do I do with it? Obviously I'll have to move that engine. I'll have to get the trans out of there. I might have to get the now they swivel, so I might be able to turn it, but I'll have to clear all this out so I have room to move back with the engine hoist. And then I'll probably just drop the whole thing over in this area. Obviously I'll have to clean this up and move. I don't want to get my pretty rug all dirty. So anyway, but yeah, so that's the goals for today. I gotta cut the exhaust too. I'm not even gonna mess with those bolts on the manifold. I'll let the next owner break them. I'm just gonna get my Sawzall and basically cut. Since I'm putting long tubes in, here's my plan. I'll let you in on this little gem of an idea. I'm not doing the exhaust on this myself. It's 18 feet long and I'm doing duals with a crossover. I'm not messing with it. I'll drive myself nuts. So I'm going to take it to a little exhaust shop. In the meantime, though, I really don't want to run this thing around open headers. I mean, I do, but I'm not gonna. So I'm going to cut it basically a few inches from the collector, and then once that's down, I'm going to cut it at the first straight area, because I figure if the long tubes go down like this, and I cut the Y pipe back far enough, I can get some of that flex tubing, and maybe I'll have to use some adapters to go from the header collector to this flex tubing, but it's not going to be tight. It'll leak like crazy, but it won't be so ungodly loud when I take it for a test drive and when I drive it to the exhaust shop. That's the plan. So I got a lot of work ahead of me. I'm going to, keep plugging away here. Yeah. So here goes nothing. Let's see what happens. I'm going to keep plugging away. That one was tight. Okay, so here's the fun part. I got this loose now. gonna have to pop it out like that and not lose the caps because I just put these drive shafts in. There we go. And I really don't feel like losing the needle bearings everywhere. Okay, cool. As expected, nothing. All right, drive shafts out. Drop the back of this truck down. Start taking the transfer case out. Okay, everybody, it was a lot of fiddly work. And it will continue to be a lot of fiddly work, but the engine is just a dangler. Trans is disconnected, mounts are off, everything is off. Right now I have the trans I'm just kind of letting things tilt so the trans can drain. I guess the old 700 R4s I guess weren't sealed off like the 6L90 is. So unfortunately it's just leaking fluid like crazy. Maybe. Yeah, looks like it. Uh-oh. Did something. This is where taking your time and making sure you had everything disconnected pays off. I don't see anything that's going to catch me up at all. About the only thing that's going to suck here is the transmission fluid leaking everywhere. Did buy cat litter though. Oh yeah, that's going to go really well. I'm going to pause for a minute because what I'm going to do is clean this up over here. Give myself a place to set this engine when it comes out so that it's not like right in the way. Move the LS, get that out of the way because I'm going to park that other engine somewhere over here. So I want to get rid of all of this, or at least get it out of the way. All right, while I had the camera off, I cleaned up over here a little bit. I got a place to at least set this thing down, this leaky bastard. Then I also kind of jacked it up and scooted a little bit. Sorry, didn't show you that on video. I'm clear on the front crank pulley and it's still just kind of swinging. The tranny is actually being guided out by the tunnel right now. And I was supposed to wait for help. However, I'm stubborn. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe just keep jacking this thing up to see what it looks like. I'm also still draining fluid. The hoist is going to start pulling it this way automatically for me because just the way it's going to pull back. Oof. Okay. Getting even more scary. I'll try to go up just a hair. Sorry y'all, just started goofing around with it and got it to free itself and then it just started going up. What I ended up having to do is I ended up having to remove the water pump pulley. Once I did that, I was able to sneak the lift arm next to the water pump here and free it up. I'm almost clear. Ooh, what was that? That didn't sound good. What was that? Oil pan a little. And the brake booster a little. But I think I can just swivel this whole thing. There we go. And get out from that booster interference. Almost there. Come on, everybody, stay together here. I just got to clear this stupid reinforcement bolt. And then clean my underwear, and we're out. So now I should be able to very easily move this backwards, not killing myself or anyone else, or hurting the brake booster. Okay, now I'm at the trans pan. That's not what I was expecting. Can I go up any higher? Boy, not much. Try a couple pumps. Okay, here we go. A little bit of oil pan there. Clear. Sketch level midnight. Scratching up the paint. And we're clear. Hell yeah. Going down slow. I know it's going to go forward, so I'll have to adjust. I just want to drop it a little bit. That's not a happy sound. It's good for now. I just want to move this arm like so. Dripping trans fluid as expected. Okay, there we have 350, 700 R4. It looks like maybe it's got a new trans, newer trans. That's cool. I guess that would probably explain why some of the stuff wasn't put back together properly, but that's okay. Just gotta get the LS prepped for install. Stoked. Thanks for watching.